Dave, when you have a start from Yoshinobu in which he can have 6 shutout innings, and obviously you hope the offense to get going, how much of a challenge does it make when the offense, in fact, doesn't get going and you do essentially lose a start with Yoshi on the mound?
It just makes it, the way things are going right now, our margin is small, and we got to find a way to capitalize on whatever opportunities we do get. And, recently we haven't. And yeah, when Yoshi pitches the way he did, goes 6 scoreless, you'd like to think you're going to come away with a win right there. But to their credit, they prevented runs and got outs when they needed to. And unfortunately, we're in a position to try to salvage a series tomorrow.
Ben's been excellent this year. How do you think the game maybe sped up on him later in that ninth, or what was just kind of missing from him tonight?
I think that, in the 8th inning, obviously he had a chance to, the ball off the hand, and then tried to make a play, and then obviously Wynn scores there from second base. And then in the 9th inning, I just thought that, just a PFP, and thought he had more time and didn't make a good throw.
How do you explain 1 for 26 with runners in scoring position?
Yeah, I didn't know that stat.
I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're making pitches when they need to. There's some strikeouts, there's some soft contact, and honestly, I don't think there's hard hit balls that were being robbed in those situations. They're just making pitches when they need to. So I know he talked about it yesterday, but I do think that from what my eyes tell me, that they are going soft, and we're just not putting good swings on some of these pitches.
But you do have 19 hits in 2 games, and your only run comes on a wild pitch. That's got to be a little concerning.
Yeah, it's a ball that hits the bag and get a runner and score on a wild pitch. So that's baseball, and we gave ourselves a chance, but obviously, not enough.
When the RISP numbers do break this way like they have over the last week, what do you guys have to do to make sure your group stays focused with it and stays with the approach that you want them to have?
I think that's what you got to do is right now it kind of goes in waves, and you can't kind of ride the emotional waves, and knowing that each guy is putting in the work and prepared, and it's going to turn. So there's certainly no kind of angst or panic, frustration certainly, because you don't like losing and not driving in runs when you have opportunities. And we are getting hits, so we are getting guys on base, but we're just not cashing in.
Can you talk a little about what went into the decision with Tony?
Yeah, he just had some elbow discomfort, and obviously with a pitcher, when there's elbow discomfort, we didn't see him making his next start, and so it just seemed like the logical thing, given where the pitching is at, a guy that's not going to make his next start, to get him offline, give him a handful of days to not play catch. Hopefully that pain, discomfort subsides, and get him throwing again and see where it takes us.
You got to be wondering